Now, you're very outgoing and collab with almost everyone. Why?
The reason I'm collabing with so many people in the fandom is because that I guess I really want to open to new ideas and new stuff. I mean, there's also from the comments and the reception I've been getting, also from myself, there's a point that you really want to try something new. Even if it's not, your kind of style, it's not what you like doing, trying something completely different is always a good idea because it always puts you in new boundaries, and it lets you later on develop your idea to work with other people. I think that's more important when you work in the business. It's not always like develop your own style and your own experience from music. It's to how to know how to work with other people. That's more important in my idea and my belief when it comes to that.
Okay. And then, who is an idol in the community that you look up to?
No, dude. No, I'm kidding. Shut up. but no, let's be honest. This is not my idol.
It's okay. I'm not offended.
You're crying in the corner. All right. Anyway, so let's be honest. About a role model in the community. I'm being honest. Winter Series, I think my role model in the community, and the reason for this is that. It's kind of like he built himself when he first started, like on very, very good songs, and he just stays on that. So he has something that many people remember, and it's something I really appreciate, and I see that within the community, people really appreciate his work. So this is what I'm trying to do. Like this is why I try to make some songs like September or like Good Old Days and stuff like that people can latch onto. But like in working with him, he's such a great thing because he's very open to the many ideas, and this is why we made one song together. So we're trying many other ideas. So we both together trying to do something really big, and we hope that we'll do more stuff in the future that way.
Okay. And then, what were your dreams as a child?
My dreams as a child is I didn't have anything music related when I was a child. I guess that I just wanted to be free. Like in a sense that I as a child, like I didn't say that I had any rough childhood or something like that, but I did feel that when I live in a very rich family in a very rich house, so most of the time I really wanted to as a kid I don't always wanted to be around my parents all the time. I wanted to have some of my own freedom. So I guess right now my dream is still like that. And, despite having music, I still want to feel like I'm accomplishing something on my own and actually getting my own thing and my own money and everything, my own experience, instead of just latching on to what my parents are doing. And not because that they're the fault for this or anything like that, just that they kind of like that anyway.
Okay, and then if you weren't a musician, what else would you want to be?
If I wasn't a musician, I guess that I would be a film editor, and because I've always been a big fan of movies and films and the way that people have been doing modern kinds of films anyway. And that's been a great, especially for me, because doing some editing has its own arts, basically behind this thing, like how to take right shots, what's the director's intention, basically, like how to work with the director as it's supposed to come off as, and then you have to edit it again. And for me, it's exciting, and look, especially beyond editing, is also doing whatever that's supposed to be in the design factor for how to design a good effect for this thing, or here and this and that. But I'm very in the basic level. I might learn a few tricks later on.
Okay. And then your surname is very interesting. How did you come up with it?
The name The Living Tombstone came off when I was watching a long time ago. I used to watch the anime series Black Lagoon. I really loved the series. It was a long time before when I saw My Little Pony. So I remember finishing watching this series, and I remember that I had this crazy idea because of the city that it was based upon, Ranipur, which is basically a city of bandits and mercenaries and drug dealers and many evil people basically. So I kind of liked the idea of maybe having a rock band based on that city. So I thought maybe the name would be The Living Tombstone. But the idea of creating my own fictional rock band was kind of too much, and I remember that it didn't really work for me because at the time I didn't know how to really create my own original rock stuff and make it seem convincing without using electronic devices or anything like that. So I decided to just get stuck with the name and open a channel and post some electro stuff in there. But honestly, I didn't expect it to be the name that would get stuck with me for until now, and influence so many people and love whatever I'm doing by that name. It's kind of stuck there.
Okay. And then everyone has this interesting story, but how did you become a Brony?
I became a Brony, that was I think about a year ago. This was with I remember me and my sister were like dwelling on forums like 4chan and stuff like that. I remember we were like viewing threads and stuff. We were like seeing threads on many other forums, posting pony pictures and stuff like that, and it looks really interesting because it was about a pony, and we saw that they were talking about the show, but I thought it was like it's kind of like a big joke because 4chan is never serious when it comes to whatever. Shut up! Shut up! It's an interview. So it wasn't very professional. So anyway, 4chan. So they're never serious about this thing. They always like seem to be so sarcastic about everything. So Mountain Ponies doesn't seem to me like something they would definitely consider watching. But after seeing that they're really serious about this thing and actually going with this, like maybe I should watch a few YouTube videos to see how that goes. So I watched a few video parodies and and I think that was one of the game of this called the one with the NASA game. I forget the name of the game. Space. That's on Steam. Basically, you play as an astronaut, and you're basically supposed to collect parts for your space shuttle or something like that. And they did like a parody of that because you could do text to speech, and the video was basically revolves around ponies with that. So that was kind of funny, and we decided to watch it because the animation looks really, really cool. So we downloaded the first 2 episodes. We watched those, me and my sister, and then we liked those, so we watched the rest until one of the episodes that it got stopped at because it was still airing back in the time, like season 1 was still airing.
Very nice.
So still catching up, yeah.
Okay, and then what can we expect from you in the future?
In the future, right now, Brony has ended, so I'm very happy that all the stress is gone. So right now, I'm focusing back on the album. It's a big album that I've been preparing for a long time. I mean, I wasn't really working on this until now. The reason being is that I was so busy getting whatever I needed, like making sure I was choosing the right songs, and then later asking everybody if it's okay if I can remix those, because I also intend on selling the album. So I was asking everybody if I can do that. So basically, the album is a remix album of many pony songs made by many Brony musicians. And the idea I came to, man, after I saw that many of my remixes are more popular than my original stuff, and I much more enjoy making remixes anyway. So I decided to just make an album full of stuff that I haven't released before at all. So it's like completely new original material. So right now I'm just going to be focusing on that. And apart from that, I'm focusing on collabs with many other musicians I know, including musicians that aren't from the fandom. I have something intended to do with an Israeli producer that for a long time I want to really release the song. I think 2 weeks from now we're going to release the song finally. There's one with Yelling at Cats I'm going to release pretty soon. I hope to finish that. Pony Rock Anthem remix. So many stuff. There's many collabs ideas and stuff that I want to do. Like, it all depends on like the way it works and everything, because I have so many people that I want to work with. But for now, I don't really have anything original for me that I want to publish yet. I mean, I'm still figuring out ideas. So yeah.
Okay, and that's it.